Hello, Blake Bruning here from Trinity Whip Co, and we're going over one of the fundamental whip cracks called the overhand flick. Now, the overhand flick is one of the more frustrating beginner whip cracks. It's very similar to the sidearm because as you raise it up, you got to pause to let the whip weight start to drop before you cast it out. And like the sidearm usually goes sideways, the overhand is going to be very similar, but it's going to continue to go on the vertical plane as opposed to the horizontal plane. Let's give it a few cracks and we'll talk about it. So, this is the overhand flick. And as you see, you've got to flick it out there. Again. So, unlike the cattleman's crack, where I get to really swing the weight around to hit that horizontal plane so that the weight will shift to get that rolling loop, I have to raise and pause and let it come down. So you can almost see the whip maybe make a little S shape right before I let it come down to cast it out. Now, a lot of people have a hard time with this crack, and I think there's a few reasons that you will have problems. And one of them is, if you look at this, a lot of people say you want to see the letter D, capital letter D on its side, and there's the rest of the D, and you kind of make this figure to help it cast. Because you do kind of bring it up in a curved angle up, but then shuttle it across the crack. There's the D on its side. And I think a lot of people, even though they know to pause, if it gets to pause, they just raise it up and flick. And they're still trying to crack it like a cattleman's, as opposed to really shuttle this more forward as a whole. Instead of up and down, they've got to shuttle it a little bit more before they straighten their arm, straighten their wrist, and crack. And I think that's one of the reasons why, when doing this, they kind of have this flash, or just this flick of whiff. And they're like, I'm having a hard time getting it. They have a lot of problems with that. Another one could just be they're just not waiting for the weight to shift where it comes back down, because I've got to allow the gravity to bring it back down. So you definitely want to kind of see it relax. And I think a lot of times it's a problem because they bring it up a little too violently. And so it's kind of like, well, you just want to bring it up just enough and pause to help get that loop established. All right, so once again, this is the overhand flick. And like I said, it's similar to the sidearm flick. And the fact that you raise up, you have to wait for the weight to drop a little before you cast. All right. Now this is going to be helpful if you're doing single hand routines or double hand routines like the Sydney Flash. We might cover that in another video. But I would definitely say this is one of the more important flicks to learn. The sidearm is really good as well, but this one has its own flavor and own reason to have it, and why it would be considered a very fundamental beginning whip crack. Hope this is helpful. I hope it helps you help others. God bless. My name is Blake Bruning. Have a good day.